First look at Awaken OS version 1.0 based on Android 11 running on the Xiaomi Poco F1. What's up peeps, Munchie here, back with another video, and in this video we're going to have our first look at Awaken OS version 1.0 based on Android 11 running on the Xiaomi Poco F1. As you can see, security patch September 5th, Android version 11. The kernel they are using is Silvercore and SE Linux is set as enforcing. The settings might show that it is permissive, but as you can see on your screen right now, we did check and it is enforcing. Now the only bug in this build as per the developers is screen casting. Everything else is working absolutely fine, which does include Volt. Once you install this ROM, I do suggest that you log into the Play Store and update all the apps before you start using it. So this is how the ROM comes out of the box, and yes, Android Easter egg of catching the cats works absolutely fine. You can see I have caught a few of them. In case you want to know more about this Android 11 Easter egg, we do have a separate video about it which can be found in the description of this video. So we have Pixel Launcher out of the box, and here it is. No lags, no jitters in the Google feed. Everything is super fast in respect to the smoothness. Next up, the blur effect when you access your notification shade also works absolutely fine, along with the zoom effect which is accompanied with it. Google Assistant is present. You do have to update your apps, and Google Assistant works absolutely fine. However, you will see that we do not have Google Assistant 2.0 and OK Google is broken right now. As for the volume panel, you do get the compact volume panel from Android 11, and here it is one more time. Bam, there it is, the compact volume panel from Android 11. Going into quick settings, these are the different tile options which you get, and you do have a tile to switch your data card. In case you want to add more tiles, these are the different options which you get of other tiles which you want to add. Android 11 screen recorder, which does let you record device audio and microphone at the same time, is also present. However, do note that right now when you start recording, it does get a bit laggy. Next up, we can have a look at our recents. So bam, here are the recents. Again, everything is super fast. Now with respect to the recents, Pixel Launcher is baked in, but the select functionality is not working. The animation you see is like pretty smooth for select, but as you can see, the text does not get highlighted. Screenshot feature though is working absolutely fine. There it is. We just took a screenshot. You can also share it from the preview, and with Android 11 you can also pin specific applications. So let us try to pin the messages app by pressing and holding and then select pin messages. Bam, there it is. Messages app is now the first app, and you also have a pin sign besides the M. Next up, we can go into settings and see all the different customizations of Android 11 and Awaken OS. So network and internet, select your Wi-Fi's name, select it one more time. You have the new option of disconnect in the center, along with a toggle to auto connect to this specific Wi-Fi network or not. Then if you notice something else, the switches here are different. These are not Android 11 switches. To me they look more like Oxygen OS style switches, and yes, hotspot and tethering works absolutely fine on this build. Moving over to apps and notifications, let us select see all apps and go into Chrome application, go into permissions. You will see that you have a toggle to remove permissions if the app isn't used for some time, and then we can go into conversations, and yes, you do have priority conversations which lets you press and hold on a notification and set it as priority. Going back into notifications, you do have notification history working absolutely fine, along with chat bubbles. Here it is, chat bubbles in the building, working like a boss as well. Then you have your screen time, default apps, permission manager. Going back, we can go into battery, and in terms of excessive battery drain which was present in the previous build. That issue has since been fixed, and I personally did not notice any excessive battery drain. And yes, you do have per app thermal profiles, and these are the different options. So those of you who game should use the gaming thermal profile, and looks like we did catch another cat. You also have battery saver, adaptive battery, and battery percentage as well, along with the option of seeing your battery temperature. Moving over to display, you do have brightness level, you have the option of selecting your dark theme, and with Android 11 you also have the option of turning on and off dark theme at a specific time. You also have a toggle to enable or disable the new tint style, and yes, this does require you to reboot your device, and right now we are using the new tint style. Next up, you have night light, adaptive brightness, styles and wallpapers. Now, with respect to styles and wallpapers, when you install the ROM for the first time and you try to access the Wallpapers app by pressing and holding on the home screen, it will say app not found. The solution is as easy as going to the Play Store, and then you can download the Google Wallpapers application, which I have linked in the description of this video, and then your option of wallpapers from the home screen should work absolutely fine. The only downside is that right now you will not get the option of using pixel themes or setting custom clock styles. That feature is not present in this build right now. Then you can configure your colors. You have 4 different options, and you can also change your DPI using the smallest width option. If you want to use the old mobile type icon signals, you have a toggle for that as well. In lock screen, you have the option of waking your screen for new notifications, so we do not have always on display. Then you have double tap to wake, volume wake, double tap to sleep on the lock screen, double tap to sleep on status bar. So let us try these out. Here it is, double tap to wake, working like a boss. Volume wake works absolutely fine. Double tap on the lock screen to sleep, working absolutely fine as well. And double tap on the status bar to sleep. This option also works absolutely fine. So all these options are working perfectly. Other than that, you also have the option of display cutout. So you can choose to hide it, or you can choose amongst all these different options, or just use device default. Now, as you just saw, there is a bit of lag when you switch your notch hide option, and that is the only place where I have seen the animations to be a bit jittery on this build. Everything else does seem to be pretty smooth. Moving over to sound, you do have the option of new do not disturb, wherein you can configure your DND on a people app or alarm basis, and also schedule it if you want to. Going down, you also have long press of volume rockers to switch between music tracks if you enable this, and you also have Dirac sound enhancer in the building. Nothing much to talk about in storage, privacy, and location. In security, you do have fingerprint unlock, works absolutely fine. Face unlock is not present on this build right now. Then we can jump over to system and go into gestures, system navigation. So with Android 11, Google decided to remove the option of Android 9.0 Pie gestures. So you have 2 different options for navigation. Either you can use the 3 button navigation, or you can use the Android 10 gestures, and you can now control your left and right edge sensitivity on an independent basis. Other gestures of quickly open camera, prevent ringing, and power menu to show device controls is also present. Then if you have enabled developer options, you have the option of wireless debugging along with disable ADB authorization timeout. And if you scroll down, you also have the option of showing your FPS or refresh rate on the screen. There it is, you can see on the top left 60 appear and disappear. So that is the refresh rate of my display right now. Now in terms of YouTube, everything works absolutely fine. You can maximize the screen. Live caption also works. If you have the paid version of YouTube, you can also use picture-in-picture mode, and you can resize the picture-in-picture window which you see. However, there is a maximum to the size you can expand it to. In terms of safety net does not pass if your device is not rooted. However, once you root your device using the Magisk Zip, which is linked in the pinned comment, and then you enable Magisk Hide. Safety net is going to pass, which means you should be able to use your banking apps without any issues. Then we can move over to notification bar media controls. That option also works absolutely fine, and it does look pretty dope. And you can also switch your music output if you have any other devices, like say a Bluetooth speaker connected. It is very easy to switch the output where your music is going to play. In terms of gestures and smoothness, as you can see, everything is pretty fast. Gestures work absolutely fine. There are no issues to report. Everything is pretty smooth. You can download apps from the Play Store. And for the camera, yes, ANX camera version 184 works absolutely fine. Those of you who want Gcams, I do have a few Gcams mentioned in the pinned comment on this video, and I have personally tested a few of them. They are working fine. So what is the final take on this ROM? Well, Awaken OS is a new player in the market. However, the developers behind Awaken OS are not new. They are pretty experienced, and this ROM is only going to get better and better from here. And if you want to try Android 11 on your Poco F1, this is a pretty stable ROM. No random reboots, no lags, no jitters except for when you change the notch, and animations, everything is super smooth. Feel free to try this ROM and let me know what you think about it via comments below. And that will do it for this video. Hope my video helped you. Likes, shares and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.